Hello everyone, welcome back to Evil Genius 2 with, of course, Maximilian. So,
your scientists have made a breakthrough.
Apparently our scientists have made a breakthrough. Sudden a blast through of sound there. I do apologise. So we have now just researched a Evil 101, which is rather nice. And we can then start looking into other things here. But they're currently locked because certain requirements have not been completed. So we need to do some of these here, which will basically slow the speed at which heat increases and also speed up the speed at which heat dissipates. So we have, if you build it they will scream, very nice, a plan. So we got to put raid the lab on the world stage. We got to kill some rogues as optional objectives. Let's just check our optional objectives. As you can see here, they all are. We've got, you know, a few others that can help generate money for us when our cash is a little bit low. See, 3,000 just for training some muscle minions. But you can't put too many of them on the thing there. Now, we do have High on the Hog, which is currently in the process of being done. So we have various things to do out here in the field, so to speak. So you can see here is one of the attender conferences, which is what we're working on. And see the Dark Matters conference on the world stage. We got to interrogate an anvil and interrogate a hammer scientist. So there's going to be a scientist over here, probably this fella. Hello. That's going to add 40 heat to the region. But we do actually have the money for it and the intel. Intel is pretty much going really well. So let's go back to the base. One of the things we did do recently is put in that as an entrance near the other door, because it would be needed. And obviously we've got this guard space here, complete with dining area, rest area, and snoozing area. So that's going to be quite important as far as we're concerned. We're doing okay for broadcast strength. We'll need some more at some point. Now let me just quickly check. Yeah, we got all those. And as you can see, we have increased to the fusion generators, or the nuclear generators I should say. And so the nuclear generators are slowly being swapped out in favour of the other generators, the standard ones, as money permits. We just don't want to overstretch ourselves and get ourselves into a difficult position. As you can see, the training room's been extended to provide space for more training. Obviously, we get lots of guards in, so the turnover of guards is actually quite high. So, understandably so, because
the heat at a criminal network has attracted the forces of justice.
See what I mean? They have this pesky habit of just turning up and ruining my stuff. And it's just rude. Just rude. Anyway, what we've now done is we've created a little bit more of a sort of distraction, so they can only go one way. They come through here, they get greeted by people, and then obviously they move over to these things here. So we need to put more items in here as well. So we've got some baccarat tables in. So let's put more of those in. Because what we're after is a situation where we can essentially distract as many people as possible. So we'll put a couple in there. We'll put one in there, I think. And then put one in there as well. And these things can generate money for us as well, which is very helpful. At this moment, this is an additional area being built out. And then we've got two entrances. So the entrance for the sleeping area for the people to just go straight to sleep and relax. And then obviously this area that's been cut out into the rock that we're going to figure out an area for. Maybe a private casino, something along those lines. But the point is that we filter the agents through this system here with plenty of distractions, hopefully, that can then draw their attention and everything along those lines. I mean, you can see we've got plenty of stuff there. We will generate more things, no doubt, and we'll be able to place them in there and do that kind of thing. See, muscle minions, 18 out of 50, so I don't think we're ever going to get 50 or 250 as a total number. I think that's a total number. So, got to figure out what I was working on when I was doing that, but yeah, never mind. Anyway, nice little relaxation area. Off the back, limited because of the earth that we can dig into at the current moment. Now, because money was not really at a major situation for us, as in we didn't have a lot of it, it means that there's no research running right now. So, we do not yet have the option to go upstairs. We have built these things, so the safe rack is one that I would like to get, because it would enable us to essentially keep the gold in a better situation. So as you can see, some of these racks looking a little bit on the anemic side, which we clearly need to fix. And so on. So anyway, there's still plenty left to do. So we shall continue doing exactly that. We do have a control room with a couple of spare guards. Let's put muscle onto that. At least give them a little bit of extra impetus to defend that area. Here's our jail. Yes, I know we're running out of gold. Thank you. And so you can see most of the guards are there. And some of the guards are there. We got plenty of traps as they come in. So there we go. We got another security person going onto the consoles. And that will obviously... Oh, hello. Oh, so it has. How lovely. Come on, trap person. There's Jubei. And a trap. And as you can see, his vitality, his resolve will start to get reduced as he keeps getting hit. There we go. The vitality keeps going down. I think you need to be captured. And these guys, I think they need to snuff it. Yeah, they definitely need to snuff it.
Your minions are in combat.
So that's what they're in the progress of doing right now. They're busy snuffing it. And what we're going to do is we're going to put in a laser door here. If I remember rightly, once we've unlocked it. Because then the security door, it's effective against saboteurs, but rogues can break it. And then if you put a laser door here, then it's effective against, you know, rogues, but saboteurs can get through it. So we kind of got the best of both worlds by putting those in there. It's all in corridor form, so we can put traps down. We don't have the option of putting traps down here, but to build another corridor like that is a possibility that we won't discount. Not sure why that is a casino. No, it's an archive. Silly me.
Has been subdued and captured.
Well, how lovely. Lots more decor options, or decor, or however you want to pronounce it. So, let's go and see the agent who has been subdued. Hello, subdued agent. And we're going to escort you to get interrogated in the chair of interrogation. Complete with bright lights, screens, drugs, you name it. Because obviously we want to make the interrogation as difficult for you as possible to give up all those very important intelligence that we're going to need in order to thwart the forces of justice. They're so forceful. Okay. So, here you can see all these various things here are set to scam tourists. And you can see some of these things are building up too much heat. Now, Let's go and kidnap an anvil scientist. We haven't done the anvil. We've done the smash.
An interrogation
Let's do that
has
now,
succeeded.
while we've got the money to do it.
Intel.
And we've also got things up here. So the science snatch, kidnap a hammer scientist, and we've also got this one up here, which is both the same. I don't know why one's green and one's orange, but anyway, we'll gloss over the details. There's a thing for the hands-on research, and the criminal the criminal network even needs to be level 2. So I think our first point of call should be to upgrade that, and it takes quite a bit of the intel and also the broadcast strength, which we'll need to keep an eye on, because there will be significant broadcast strength required in order to do the upgrades that are necessary. I'm very pleased with this little area. Obviously, we'll clean it out and make it look a little bit nicer once we have the ability to dig into harder rock. Because obviously, rock is hard. In case you weren't aware, these are basic facts that we like to give you to help you understand the playthrough and to obviously provide you with information that will be helpful.
Agent has escaped captivity.
Okay. Capture.
This intruder must be ignored. I do
Nope,
not
capture.
let intruder be located and captured.
So we got a camera outside to track them. Should they do anything, we got a camera there also to help there. Actually, what we might do is we might move the camera just a bit closer there. So the punch up at the jail has begun. Now, research. Can we get the safe? Yes, we can.
Research
Let's do
has
it.
begun.
Because that will allow us to provide more storage space here. Ideally, I want the storage racks as far away from the entrances to the base as possible. For obvious reasons. I mean, you just don't want to give them the opportunity to go in there and walk off with multiple items that are of great value to you. I mean, that would just be taking the mickey. Which is, I think, what the forces of justice are somewhat prone to do.
Enough power to power this build order.
See what I mean? So we'll confirm that,
To complete
and then we'll wander over to here, and we'll put another nuclear generator down. Like so. So, it might be that we have to turn off some power on some things
Our network has been upgraded.
until such times as the power utilization is reduced by having another nuclear generator being built. So obviously this room here, once we get more nuclear generators in, we can reclaim this room and use it for other things. It might be able to be made to make the research area bigger. You know, we could move the guard place up here. This is one of the great things about Evil Genius 2, is the ability to remodel your base at any time. And move things around, you know, move locations, all that kind of stuff. It's helpful stuff that saves you time. And of course, we appreciate saving time. Let's put some more stuff in here. We'll leave, just put one in. We'll leave space there so they can get in and out. Because we're nice like that. So, really, what we want to do is kind of have a corridor like that. A T corridor in there that restricts who can get through to this door. That door will have to become a normal door, and then from there. So, I mean, that's the general gist and the general way we're going with everything at the moment. Obviously, making the casino a nice long walk from start to finish. Let me just quickly check something, because I think we may need more deception workers. We got 20. Let's make 25. And that's another good thing about those areas. Can we do the...
We've run out of power.
No, we can't, as we've just run out of power. Okay. So, let us Power off.
Something is wrong.
And power off.
Either the minions or the
And
training
power
of
off.
the boss.
So that gives us a little bit of money to work with until such times as said generator, which is now green, is then delivered to us.
Installed.
And henceforth we will be able to consider doing more of that kind of funky good stuff. So, let's have a look, because obviously we want to make sure that our environment here is working as best as possible. Oh, hello. For troublemakers.
Only if I must.
So there we go. They're going to get darted to the life. Some of them are going to lock out the traps. You see, disabling those traps. And some of them are just going to get darts up the wazoo as they make their way through. To then be caught on camera. You can see this one here in particular. Oh, no, not that one. You can see, there we go, the vitality going down. So, capture.
Locate and grab that intruder.
And then we press B, and you can just mark them to be killed. Kill. Kill.
An intruder in my lair.
So at least you don't need the control option to highlight somebody. You have to highlight each one individually, which is a minor annoyance, really, in the big scheme of things. But my boys have mostly got pistols, and so as you can see, the carpet of body bags doesn't last very long. Why have you been captured? Who are you? Oh, you're the hammer scientist. And because we've got nowhere to store you, so let's unpower that. And then power that back on. Means the hammer scientist here should then get reintroduced to the prison cell, by which we can then interrogate him. Moo-ha-ha and all that. So, we got to raid the lab on the world stage. That's something we still haven't done yet. And there it is. Now, having a look at the heat.
Agent has been captured.
Now that we've upgraded it to level 2, we can run this. Which means we may be able to get the high on the hog loot item, which would be rather nice. And then we got to find somewhere in the base to put it. Maybe down here. Sort of like there, so they can admire the hog as they go. Or they can hog it. I don't know. These are questions that only they can ask. But we'll have to wait and see. As you can see, more of our fine fellows moving out. Mission ahoy, etc.
You're running low on power.
Okay.
We need more generators.
You know what? I think I'll build another generator. Because here is our generator room. And we will add in another. Kaplonk. We have the money for it, so it should deliver it quite quickly. That will then increase the power by 20. So that gives us a bit more. But I don't want to spend too much, because I don't want to spend all our money at once. Want to be very careful about sort of overextending ourselves, building loads and loads and loads and loads of power that we don't necessarily need, or will use for the foreseeable future. So, because if we overextend ourselves, then you can't run schemes if you don't have power, and you can't buy another generator if you don't have money, and yeah, it's just basically that little sort of circle of requirements can lead you to the game basically just grinding to a halt until the amount of passive income reaches enough for you to buy a generator, which could be some considerable time. So obviously you don't want your evil plans thwarted
Training resumed.
too much. I mean, you know, the odd thwart every now and then you can live with. But I mean, constant thwarting, that's just going to hurt. So obviously we'd like this to be a thwart-free zone. Say that 3 times when you're drunk. So, we don't have enough workers right now. What we need to do is look here. Workers, there we go, let's hire some more. There we go, so at least then... See, the thing is, you've also got to be careful about not all making all your workers into specialised minions, because then you've got nobody to do the work. Which to some people would sound obvious, but that's not always how it is. But anyway, nice medical area. As you can see, no doubt there will be other things that we can research. Oh, hello. Hello, interrogatees. Let's escort you to there. Let's escort the scientist to that one. And what I do like is if you build it big enough, it puts little drains on the floor here to obviously... It's a tiled floor. It makes draining the blood away a lot easier, you know? It's just sensible. A sensible way of doing it, you know?
Research has been
So you can see all our social minions going out there. We are going to want to get more social minions quite quickly, really. So you can see loot, crime lords, all that kind of stuff. Things we got to consider. Because at the moment we only have Jubei. So who is... somewhere.
What do you ask of?
There's our boy. So he's doing some interrogating as well. Yeah, 175 hit points. Very helpful. Oh, goodness. There's the scientist who's just been interrogated. The ex-scientist who's just been interrogated adds another one to our thing here. And then obviously we got to complete the research of the Golden Age and attend the Dark Matters convention. Have we actually attended that convention yet, I wonder? I thought we had. It may be... oh, there we go. We don't have enough workers yet. So we've got to take our time in that regard. It may be that we just don't want to wait, which we don't.
An interrogation has
Oh dear.
succeeded. We have more
Goodbye.
intel.
And then obviously one thing to be suitably deliciously evil means that the people who sit in the cubicles here waiting to be interrogated can see the space where their bodies will then be disposed of. In the most efficient way possible. In the sizzleometer. Or the sizzle factory. So. Quick recap of everything going on. We're trying to stay on top of everything. Training is continuing. See, this is the good thing about the training, is that once you've got the training device, even if you don't have any muscle minions, it will still let you train muscle minions, which is a difference compared to the original game. If you didn't have any muscle minions, you had to kidnap a guard again, and then start from scratch, which was a little bit annoying. So, we got to raid the lab on the world stage. So, let's see. Over here. Nope, all the way over here. Here's the lab being raided. 16% complete. And heat is reasonably okay. So you can see this one is locked down again. And we're doing some stealing as well. We're going to do some more stealing, I think. I really want to do a quick steal. There we go. Rather than a long distance steal, you know, that can take a while. 3 minutes, 10 grand. You can't really argue at that. All adds to the coffers, which obviously we're in the process of making the new safe rack so we can hold more in the coffers. So these pallets will look a little less anemic. But I like the fact that all the pallets are actually stamped with EG2 on them. Those gold bars are stamped, not the pallets. But yeah. I think you get the general idea of what I'm talking about. Says he with no clue. And just have to wait and see how things turn out for us. And I think now is time to swig a jar of mead. We got to keep your strength up, you know. Eviling takes a lot of energy. Oh, so much better. So much better after a nice swig of mead. Right, so. Interrogation, or actually, their technicians working on the thing, bringing it back up to full durability, because obviously these things get worn down over time. Just general wear and tear. And of course the fact that you're inducing a large amount of pain on individuals can be, you know, wearing on the bearings, if you pardon the expression. Now, here's a tourist. See, this is the kind of thing that we don't want around here.
You're running out of gold.
But the trouble is I can't kill her. But I've made it so there's nothing of interest here at all. Hopefully, once we get to a situation where we can create guard posts, then I'll be able to create a corridor here. So one going into here, and then one corridor over there. And then make it a corridor. And then put loads of guard posts down there. So that if any tourists decide to wander through this door, they'll wander into a world full of trouble.
A scheme has succeeded.
Oh, hooray. Do we have any optionals that are complete?
Complete.
Not yet. Okay. So, tasks are still in progress. What? Did that fail? Steal the pig on the world stage. Okay. Iron the hog. Where is the pig on the world stage is the question. Oh, there we go. Steal the pig +1. So that's going to be the scheme there. However, we should spend the intel to reduce the heat here. That's the thing we're going to do. There we go. Reduce the heat by 100. That drops like a stone. Then we'll be in a position to launch the scheme to acquire the pig. The pig will be acquired. There we go. So, while we are making bacon over here, so to speak, we'll check over to Europe and find out what shenanigans are occurring over here. Another one, quick 3 minutes, but it requires 6 workers. Now, this is where we got to be careful about our numbers in here. See? And it requires more lockers. So let's have a look at our capacity. See, 134. And we got 97 in the lair and 2 training. So we've still got space for more people. So, something to consider.
Your vaults are empty.
Yes, I know. And I'm hearing traps going off. Yep, pretty much. Hello, trapped person. Captured. Murdered. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have unlocked the safes. Now, what's this? Advanced guard table. Video games. Multimedia education. See. Advanced guard post. I like that one as well. The multi-gym. Increases maximum vitality as well. Of the minions. So, we'll have to consider that once we've got more money. And we're going to spend some of that money by creating a better, more efficient storage of gold in here.
Your minions are in combat.
Oh, good for them. What are they up to? Hello, boys and girls. Just get in there and kill them all, please. And capture one of them. Sometimes it's easier just to power off this door, just so that the troops can get through. And do a number on these fellows. See? Gunfights.
A trap has been triggered.
Well, I'm happy for you. And there we go. Mission unsuccessful for them. How unfortunate. So, let's see, shall we? And off one goes to prison. While their comrades are being disposed of in the most efficient way possible. By the Sizzle 3000.
We have captured an agent.
Here we go. Escort the prisoner. And soon your time for sizzling will come. Really, really, really helpful addition to the game. Because otherwise you're just drowned in body bags and having a freezer. And I mean, do you really want to be storing bodies in the same place as you store your meat for your lunch? I mean, that's just ick. Ick on multiple levels. Now, we've only got 20 power. But let's go back to the building of this. Now, what we can do is down the end here, items, we can put safe racks. So I can put something like that. And something like, oops, nope. Can we put all of them in? No, we can't. Okay, so that means what I think we're going to have to do is do it that way. And then put another one in like that. Like so. So, if we sell that, and then create another one there like that, another one there like that, sell this one as well, move this one over to here, like that. So that's as good, I think, as we're going to get it.
Success. An agent has given us their secret.
So, we do it that way, and then slowly, as the money comes in, ironically, building up the gold, increasing the capacity, then we'll be able to spend more, do more, and generally have more fun. We'll see you in the next episode, everyone. Take care.